Your body hurts. Your mind says no, but you keep riding. The race around the Netherlands is 1,950 kilometers around the borders of the Netherlands, starting and finishing at the prologue in Amerongen. From there, riders will embark in a journey around the borders of the Netherlands, going to the north, then the coast, the south, and the Limburg climbs. My name is Sherry and this is Race Around the Netherlands, my first ultracycling event. The idea of this project is to show my journey during the event using some shots I took during the reconnaissance ride I did of the whole route in the months prior to the race, and some shots I took during the race using my phone and a GoPro. I just hope to inspire more people to take on the challenge, especially women. I always loved sports since I was a child growing up in Colombia and later in Spain, but I never imagined I would have the chance to explore all these countries and cultures. I remember learning how to ride a bike with my dad in Colombia when I was 9 years old, and then 2 years after starting cycling and learning things like how to use clipless pedals, I'm now facing my biggest challenge so far. Cycling came into my life at a point where I felt lost in a big city, London. I lost the sense of who I am and my purpose. Cycling and bikepacking brought back my adventurous spirit from childhood, a place where I could just be myself and I don't have to fit into a mold that somebody has determined for me. I could just get lost into the thoughts of freedom, riding my bike and the landscape. I did some preparation, training and recon before the race, but nothing could prepare me for the challenges that my body and my mind will go through. When you come up against your limits, you realize how far you can push them, and that's what I wanted to do. I'm not sure if I'm ready. The bike is ready. We are here at the prologue, the start of the race around the Netherlands. So far, so good. First part of the race around the Netherlands, really smooth and no traffic lights. First 60k by the seaside. Patitos al agua. Quack, quack. We are at the Hoge Veluwe. It's a national park, so you need to get a ticket before to enter, or you can get it directly here. I stopped in a supermarket at 188 kilometers to load water and food for the whole night. Chocolate milkshake is definitely your friend in this kind of races. Really tired, trying to make as much mileage before the night. There's nothing. The first night was really tough for me. I was super scared and I got lost in the forest, fell into a sand pit, and the only thing you could see sometimes was the rear lights of some other riders in the distance. After the night, when you see the sun rising, you feel alive again, but it's the coldest hours. Made it through the night, somehow, beautiful sunrise. Mariposa, de boca en boca, fácil y ligera. Made it through the ships and now the tulips. After this race, I never want to see a chip in my life again. Tough day. Door number, I don't know, 100. They're so difficult to open. I hate this. When you think there's no more chips for the day, I'm driving crazy. Not a fan of chips anymore. Hi.
Hello.
Sorry.
Where you go? Or like a soup or something? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, then I'll ask the kitchen. Do you like spinach soup or?
Did like 200,
200?
300,
Oh,
yeah,
my
300.
goodness. Is it an electric bike?
No, it's
What?
Good morning. Today is day 3. I managed to find a hotel in a lovely village and they treated me amazing, had an amazing spinach soup and they are so cute. They made me a breakfast box with a lot of sandwiches. I think I have enough energy for the day. Let's see if I can find a bike shop now. I have a Pierce wall. I mean, takes air, but it's losing air gradually, so I have to pump all the time. Need to get a new tire. At the bike shop, completely pierced the wall of my tire, so got the tire fixed. Luckily a Continental, and this time with tube, 25 millimeters. I pushed it a little bit to make up for the lost hours. The day after the hotel break, I felt amazing. After fixing my tire, I felt like flying, so I decided to push through the night. Supermarket break before the night. Made it to the Helder, planning to ride through the night. Getting ready for the night, dunes after dark. Dunes after dark is over. Nearly 4 in the morning in Sanford. I think I got an edema in the hand because of circulation, or maybe because all the blood flow in there. It's inflamed, so resting a little bit and see if it goes away. Huge edema in the hands. The sunrise dance. Get the circulation going. Rotterdam was really stressful. I made it in rush hour and there was a lot of traffic and a lot of traffic lights. I was desperate to make it out of there. My energy was going down because of the sleep deprivation and I forgot to buy enough food for the day, but then the wind was from the back, so I felt like somebody was pushing me. Somebody's pushing me! Keep the neck and the arms up to the wall because I had a huge edema in my hands and my feet. Day 4, had to tape my neck and cannot ride into the aero bars anymore because my neck hurts. I hope it doesn't get worse. Again, more chips. Was probably one of the lowest points of the race for me. My neck stopped working 30 kilometers before arriving to the hotel. Like, it's such a strange feeling when you cannot hold your head straight anymore. But I knew I had to make it, And once I arrived to the hotel, I had to carry my bike up the stairs. I arrived to the hotel room and I was shaking. And on top, I was running out of food. So the day after, I managed to get to a supermarket. I came out of the supermarket with a box full of food and I loaded for the whole day because I knew I had to make it to Falkenberg on that day. Last day, stay in a really nice hotel in Falkenberg. I was feeling a lot of pain yesterday, so decided to treat myself to a good night of rest. And now the hills, let's see. Day 5 took a lot out of me to get out of the bed, but I knew I had to finish on that day. I remember seeing the picture of James Hayden with the Sherman's neck and he strapped his head to his back using gaffer tape. I was ready to do whatever it took to make it to the finish line. So I woke up at 4 in the morning, left the hotel and started tackling the Limburg climbs. Last day, walking up climbs of 19%. Super stiff, I'd rather walk it. Some workout already, Jesus. Made it to the top of the 3 points of the country, Germany, Belgium and the Netherlands. Only 248 to go, part 4. I was in so much pain I had to stop every 10 minutes to stretch my neck, and also the saddle soreness were getting worse and worse. You feel so close and so far from the end, but you know the only way is forward. When you see see the golden arches of McDonald's is like heaven on earth for an ultracyclist. I stop at McDonald's to refill my bottles because I only carry half a liter for the climbs to lighten up my setup, and also I redistributed the weight of my items between my bags so it had better traction on the climbs. I arrived to McDonald's, got some water, had some amazing French fries to keep me going the rest of the day, and tackled the last kilometers. The longest 30 kilometers of my life, my body just realized it was over and gave up completely. I started screaming at myself, keep going, screaming through the pain, singing. What an amazing experience. Met so many great people, fellow riders and dot watchers that kept me going when I was battling with sleep deprivation, small niggles and big pain. Thanks to everybody for cheering me on and Adventure Bike Racing team to make this event possible. Ready for the next challenge.
Race around the Netherlands in one word is challenge.
Competitive.
Good.
Cycle pass.
Chips.
Well, the main goal was to have fun, to test a few things out and to build experience in ultracycling.
To see my limits, to push my limits.
I did an ultra challenge and I had a pretty good result. So this was for me the deciding moment.
Yeah, to challenge myself and have unfinished business done of last year.
I wanted to push my limits and see how far I could go.
The toughest part for me about the race was the last day, the last 250k.
Was to bail out, so to say, because got a bit of an injury on my Achilles.
The north part and the shapes, winds and the less resupply points.
Well, the last part from the Limburg hills to the finish, it was a big struggle with a lot of fatigue and legs.
The toughest part was the last 30 kilometers when my body just gave up.
Yeah, it's actually just being with yourself.
Well, riding in the dunes with a nice tailwind, always nice sceneries.
Is the interaction on mainly on social media with some dot watchers along the route.
Other participants, I met really nice guys on the road and also dot watchers, friends, supporters.
What I liked the most was sharing the experience with fellow riders and dot watchers.
And my advice for future participants, including myself, will be to use the aero bars.
Prepare themselves mentally, technically, devices and tools, and also physically.
Check the weather forecast and prepare with good clothing. It's often underestimated.
Is that be prepared for the mental part, because I think that's maybe the hardest part even. But yeah, like I said, the mental part is maybe the most important part, so be prepared for long days in the saddle on your own, with roads with only sheep.
I will say optimize for aero. Don't give up at your lowest point. Take a hotel break and then decide.
Yeah, if I would do it again, yeah, they always say after 3 times everything is better or will be better. So yeah, maybe next year, yeah, why not? There's a gravel edition then.
Absolutely. You just learn so much about yourself and what you can do.
Definitely do it again because I scratched and I had a knee problem and I want to complete what I left in the middle.
Well, maybe. I'm not that satisfied with my time, so maybe I will give it another go.
I plan to join again in 2 years. I think it can and it should be a lot faster. So yeah, I will be back.
Thanks for watching. Thanks to all my family, friends, fellow riders, dog watchers, and everybody who cheered for me, and my loved ones who kept me going through every pedal stroke to the finish line. Thanks for watching. I'm from Colombia.
You are from Colombia? Oh wow.
Yeah, we're doing a movie of the races.
Hi there. I just met these lovely guys on the train. I'm going to Maastricht to escape the flatlands and do some climbing and have a nice day in the sun. And yeah, nice to know you guys and hear about the upcoming adventure, the race around the Netherlands. So wish you guys all the best, all the luck, and veel spaß.